Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and this video is a direct follow-up to my latest Vinyl Talk video, which I will link in the video's end card. You know, that fancy little thing at the end of the video where you can subscribe to my channel when my avatar is popping up, like here, or no, not here, on the other side here, my avatar is popping up. And like below that there is usually a video recommended by the YouTube algorithm, like one of my videos which is fitting to your to the stuff you viewed of my channel before, and the video down there is one recommended video, but I can like fix one video there that is recommended, and so you will find the latest Vinyl Talk video down there at the end of the end card. And what I'm talking about, of course, is another record, and it's this one here. Like, you won't see much, so I will put it like out there. It comes from France. Here's a flip side, and here's a wonderful like hand-drawn graphic with the like EP's title, and this is Ixi's Skate Cat EP, released back in 1999 as an independent release, just with the matrix number Skate Cat EP, like in the Dead Wax. And this is an unofficial predecessor to the Audio Tricks label, a tribe techno label which has been run by Ixi, aka X in the Mix, as his like full artist name is, ever since. Very interesting label, like with its origins in the French tribe technovel scene, you know, where all these sound systems are traveling the country and setting up free electronic music raves, mostly with harder music, hardish cat music, and like these raves are like usually for free, and the people are making money from like selling their records, selling like water and alcohol and stuff, and also by selling drugs and stuff, like a kind of like echo of what the Spiral Tribe people did back in the days. And yeah, the reason I talk about this today, like the Skate Cat EP, is that I mentioned in my latest Vinyl Talk video that I can't stand the Beatles. And this is true, still, I don't like them at all. But there's one exception for one track that features the Beatles, and this is, of course, unofficially on the Skate Cat EP here. And what is happening on there is that there is a like very lo-fi 8-bit sounding tribe techno track, not that fast as tribe techno is today, which is usually in the range of like 150 to maybe 170 BPM kind of, but this is more a little slower. I guess it's like 140, 143 maybe. Very lo-fi sounding, cheap plastic sounding bass drums, which are like spread and scattered over all of the vinyl here in 4 tracks. And there is a loop of one of the Beatles tracks, like this, the famous "Been a Hard Day's Night" and "I've Been Working Like a Dog." And this is popping up in the background of the track, which is featured on the A side, I guess, which is actually this one. And it's the second track on the A side. Yeah, it's the A side, definitely, according to the Dead Wax here. And this is, the vocals pop up in the very background only, and not like very prominent in the forefront. And they are accompanied by a very cheesy, sweet, cute sounding 8-bit melody, which I won't sing here, but is very distinctive, and you recognize this tune immediately. Right, I can't English. Immediately after you've heard this once, you will never forget the track again. And this is the only time I can stand the Beatles vocals in a track popping up. And yeah, this is the reason I showed this. And I was kind of inspired to do so by Tom High Rent District, which commented on my latest Vinyl Talk video, and yeah, therefore I thought I could show this record. The other tracks on here are very unique as well. Very, as I said, plastic sounding bass drums. The A side, the first track on the A side, is more like also tribe techno, but with a weird and a very abstract ska flavor, I'd say. So imagine like, well, plastic sounding bass drums, like sampled from, like, if you take a spoon and like hammer on a plastic pot and like get this through an old like Casio keyboard or something like that, you will maybe have the sound of the bass drums. And it's all very like clanging and like scattered all over the place kind of, and it's not properly mixed down, so it's very rough. And if you are more into the polished kind of electronic music, this is not for you. And there is like a kind of ska offbeat to the A1 track. All tracks are not, track names are not given here, but on Discogs you can find them, which were taken once from the Audiotricks website. I'm not sure if these track titles are correct and stuff, but the A side is like, as I said, the Beatles track on A2 and the ska meets tribe techno track on A1. And on the B side there's 2 other tracks which are not that like distinguishable and outstanding in terms of sound, apart from their raw aspect. And I don't think the tracks have been properly mastered at all, but like produced and recorded on, probably on tape, or like, yeah, I guess on tape or on a cheap hard disk, and like were given to the pressing plant directly without any mixing and mastering studio go over there. So this is more for those appreciating the raw and underground side of the French electronic music. And if you like techno, like proper techno, this might not be for you, maybe because like the whole approach to music and to like party is a little bit different in the tribe techno scene. There are a lot of like, well, tongue-in-cheek elements here and like samples which might be taken from South Park maybe on the B1 track, and it's all a little like, well, stuff that people would dance to if they are like if they are taking the right drugs and stuff. And like, yeah, some very cute sounds in here, like I said, 8-bit and cute samples, and the like space between like the bass drum and the hi-hats is like, the hi-hats are way too loud in the mix at some point. But still, I totally love this record, and like I've played this on the radio very often and also used in DJ sets otherwise. So this is just a short, like very short vinyl talk, because not much information. And Audiotricks, as I said, is a label that is very interesting, has been doing quite a bunch of vinyl, but also with like a few breaks, like for 2 or 3 years they haven't released nothing, and then they put out like 5 records in a row. And according to Discogs, as it seems, they have been inactive since, well, I will look that up because I don't remember right now. Well, there have been records in 2012, 13 and 14, 1 release each, and has been officially founded in like 2000. So this is from 1999, so it's a kind of predecessor, but it's maybe the Audiotricks 000, so the pre-release, and as this was pretty successful back in the days in the underground tribe techno circles, they decided to build a proper, like not business, but build a proper label on that. And yeah, this is Ixie's Skate Cat EP. I love the graphics for sure, and this is, if you see records that have like no information but like graphics like this, or like the painting like this, as I showed before, a little bit trippy, a little bit graffiti influenced and stuff, or like very futuristic, like technology meets tribal drawings and stuff, original drawings. This might be like for sure a record from the tribe techno scene, which are usually hard to get by because they don't do distribution much. Well, there's one distribution company in Paris in France called Toolbox, which used to have a lot of stuff, and there is like one shop in Italy, the Black Kirex shop, and a few like websites where you can buy that stuff from, but usually they don't work with big distributors. And how the records get around works by people who go to the parties and sell the records like in flea markets or like trunk sales or something like that. And this is how you can buy the records only, and if they pop up in a regular distribution through Toolbox, they only have like very limited quantities. So it's all a little like sketchy for collectors, but I guess there are not much collectors of that sound, but only DJs who buy that. But anyway, just a short like update, and like a short like, yeah, telling you something interesting maybe about a record, and showing a record that probably nobody in the vinyl community has. So it might be also a part of the Stun the VC series that went around for a while, like a few months ago, or maybe a year ago actually, I don't know. So anyway, this is a short update, and there's more things to come. just to mention, I will play a DJ set at the Mojo Jazz Cafe on 4th of February, so it's next Saturday, 7-inch only, so freestyle contribution to the 45/7 Vinyl Club series, so my first guest set in there. I will go from electro, stuff from my label also, and to like maybe Europe dance and like acid house and techno and acid, and also go into like dubstep maybe on 7-inch and like reggae and raga and like a big freestyle set. So if you happen to be in Hamburg, just come around, have a drink, have a chat when I'm not DJing. So like I will play a guest set, so it means 2 or 3 hours or maybe 4. And then afterwards we can have a chat, or beforehand, no matter what. So anyway, I'm out for today. I hope you liked this video. If you're interested in the prior like Vinyl Talk video, just wait for the end card and it will pop up down here. And otherwise, I'm gonna see you in the next one. See you later.